They'll be calling you a radical. Get this video backed up. I'm going to talk about some historic stuff. It's the San Onofre football, wearing other things that nobody wears, talking about things that nobody... This is going to the Smithsonian one day. That's the iPad that fucking done all this incredible historic work. So this is out today. And really, does it matter if we get 30,000 views? They've kettled me so hard. When I put up a video now, you know what it says? This video went public 51 years ago. That's what it says on every video I did. That's the kettling throttling technique. The machine reads it as being posted 51. You know, that's how they've played. So this is historic. This is out today. This is Japanese media reporting this today. New one. Scientists are baffled, curious, perplexed, bewildered. Now, bewildered. So they use the word bewilderment. Now, I'm going to say some stuff, and I've run this by some attorneys back when I had one. My attorney retired, and my mom died, and we find out my brother robbed the entire estate while I'm in critical condition, and the state of Utah tapped me, so I'm going to have to sell this operation. This thing's worth, it belongs in the Smithsonian. One of these patches alone go for hundreds, if not thousands. Some of these patches, just one patch alone, are worth thousands. I'm going to sell it for $35,000 because I got to have an attorney. My brother robbed the entire state while I was full critical. My attorney says, well, I'm sure he thought you were going to die. That's what they do in Utah. So I've got to have some money. So we're going to talk about Operation Friendship. Today I'm going to say, I have the transcription inside the situation room. It was leaked to me. I had it the whole time. I've known this from the beginning, every detail. So they say in this that the Japanese, TEPCO and crew, because the United States military sent in Operation Friendship, said when they backed out and left them hanging, it was total bewilderment. Bewilderment. Now let's review. Let's start from the beginning. Fukushima happens immediately. Barack Obama calls everybody to the situation room. John Holdren was the science and technology lead then. He's right there in D.C. in the Beltway. He's in there. They go in there. The debate's on. He is, from the beginning, John Holdren is 100% in protection of the nuclear industry. So is Obama. Obama was propped up by the nuclear industry. Hillary Clinton ran attack ads against him when she was running, saying he's propped up by the nuclear industry, nuclear energy. They immediately have their bias on that. They immediately are told, immediately inside there, within hours of the shake, that these were full-blown out fucking meltdowns. They immediately, the United States military took action immediately. Immediately. The Joint Chief of Staffs, all 5 of them were immediately beamed into the fucking White House. They had already they have a fucking... This scenario is already in place. There's a protocol for this. The Navy takes the lead. The Navy general was the Joint Chief of Staff lead. He's the guy. They send in 32 ships. They're on their way. The USS Reagan's already right there. They're on their way. They're in their mitigation. The United States military is going to take over complete. It's Yalta by the Sea. Barack Obama's own words. These treaties were signed long before I was born, World War II. So they go in. 32 ships go into Entomb. They're on their way. CNN even reported it. 32 ships are... So inside the situation room, the fight is on. The Joint Chief of Staff, the Navy, who stayed with this narrative, he's backed off somewhat since. He ordered evacuation of all United States military and civilian personnel. The ships were sent. Rachel Godoya, who was there, Kathy Iwani, who was there, who I've done work with, people inside there, the professors that I did work with. Kevin Blanch is the only one screaming, these are full-blown out meltdowns. They're lying. Confirms all this. They were there. They were loaded on the ships. Evacuation's on. The fight's inside going. Now remember, Haas Cartwright, the Joint Chief of Staff, going to be, the same guy that got convicted to go to prison, the Marines. I have lots of connections with the Marine Corps. Sent off from my dad, the Special Forces Marine, was killed. Now stay with me. The fight's on inside there. They're fighting. They know these are full-blown out methods. They're arguing for 9 hours. They beam in I've talked to the Prime Minister of Japan at the time, Nato Kan. He's beamed in there. They start to bring in so-called experts. They develop a team of so-called six, but in this first 9 hours they're arguing. John Holdren, Gregory Jackos, head of the NRC, he's called in. He's a coward who just cowered down, green as grass, who's now living in San Diego on the San Onofre Commission, which I'm the guy that got San Onofre shut down. There's a whistleblower reward in California for that. Micah Gary stole it, $5 million. I got cancer, as you know, in a bone marrow transplant. I did all this story work while I'm fighting for my life. My brother robs the estate. They hire trolls and teams to attack me while I'm in critical condition. Mike Lee kicks me off Medicaid. Fucking, that's attempted murder. So, inside the Situation Room, the fight's on. Holden's finally thrown up because he thinks he's losing the fight. The Navy's like, fuck you. We're entombing the fucker. He goes home. He's called back 2 hours later. He goes home for 2 hours. Now, the reason I could say this is there's a woman inside the Beltway of Asian descent who has a vlog and a newspaper who saw my video. This is the power of YouTube. John Holdren from Hell. And she watched it. She got an interview with him about Trumpism, and he just, anti-Trumpism, anti-Trumpism, anti-Trumpism. She got a second interview. I prepped her. So, can you tell me about what happened in the Situation Room? All classified. He spilled his guts. So I've run this by when I had an attorney, what I can talk. He spilled his guts. Make it so. He says, well, we argued in there for 9 hours. Everybody was beamed in. We knew these were full-blown out-and-outs. We argued, finally came home. Then I got a call. They want to send the USS Reagan in to spray water on these cores. The cores are melting down. It's a complete catastrophe. They can't get water on them. They know they're full-blown out meltdowns. They know the spent fuel and the MOX fuel is all blown to fucking hell. He goes back in. Haas Cartwright, who's the same guy that was killing nuclear physicists in Iran. Remember that controversy, and some whistleblower leaked that to the New York Times. Netanyahu and Obama working in symphony to mass murder, killing whole families. Remember that got leaked to the... that was him. That's his right-hand man, Obama's. That's his right-hand man. They're beaming in there. Everybody's going crazy. The Navy's done. We're fucking entombing it. We're calling in fucking airstrikes on it. Fuck, we're entombing this whole fuck thing. We've got control. This is our baby. What happened? Make it. I didn't know because I'm not a Star Trek. I guess that's a Star Trek fucking. It makes sense on the space. Finally, Obama is green as grass inside there. He doesn't know his ass. He doesn't even know a fucking meltdown he doesn't even know anything about nuclear. He's green as grass inside there. And if you don't believe me, you can watch the video when he's on the stump in 2008 in Illinois, and that's our group that asked him. Well, every president says they're going to clean up Hanford. What are you going to do about Hanford or anything? I got to tell you, I don't even know what Hanford is. Now remember, this is a guy propped up by the nuclear industry. Now the handoff between first guy in, the new prime minister, Nato Kan, is forced out. He moves to San Diego. I've talked to him. He's so hardcore, he starts crying every time he starts about that. I'm the guy that was always at the USS Reagan trial, blah, 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 blah. He comes up to me, thank you, Kevin Blanche. I mean, this is the power of my YouTube say in the 4 days of my activism. Make it so, he says. They radiated all those guys and killed them. They fucking radiated there's so many of them dead, it's unbelievable. Working through the courts for years, finally the United States Supreme Court says, fuck you, go die. Made it all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. That hijacked apparatus. So, they're saying bewilderment. So the United States military who backed them off? Barack Obama, John Holdren. John Holdren, quote, if the United States military entombs this will be the biggest operation in the history of mankind. This will be the end of the nuclear energy industry. It will be over, completely over. Every argument in there was not about panic in the United States. You know, Barack Obama gives the press conference on St. Patrick's Day 2017, the greatest lie ever told. I want you to know what we know. The plume is not coming over us right now, but we will keep you abreast on the radiation fallout from the Fukushima disaster. We will let you know what we know. Greatest lie in human history. He flew out of the fucking country right after that with Jeffrey Immelt, the CEO of General Electric, who was also beamed into the Situation Room. The development, floor construction, all these different, the nuclear industry, MIT, University of Michigan, Cal Berkeley, fucking, they'd formed a team. It was all cover up to protect the industry. It was never about panic. It was never about panic. They fucking crashed RadNet. That's Barack Obama, Gina McCarthy, who's the czar now. Gina McCarthy was head of RadNet, the radiation. I leaked radiation detected devices out in 8 hours in Sacramento that were picking up plutonium, cesium, everything in the dishes. I leaked it out. I had it on YouTube. I leaked out Hillary Clinton's emails, the retracted ones, all Fukushima. I put all this out. What do I get? I got cancer on fucking 11/1 in a bone marrow transplant. I give it 2 months to live. Kicked off Medicaid, which by Mike Lee in 21, I'm in a bone marrow transplant. Forked over $1 million. That went broke. That's attempted murder. Almost cost me my life. My aortic valve failed. My God, they would not treat me. No, Michael Hawkins at Ogden Regional Medical Center. I ran the test. Go see your dentist. I'm like, no, it's my heart. I can feel it. Nobody would touch me. I was kicked off Medicaid, exhausted all my fucking money. I was fucking broke. I had no safety net. Mike Lee kicked me off Medicaid in 2015 when I was in a bone marrow transplant. That's attempted murder. While I'm in critical condition, the day before I'm scheduled for gallbladder emergency surgery, I'm in so much pain. I'm so fucked up. My doctor inside, you go talk to him at top of LDS. Go talk to Fimbo Peter. He was appalled. Everybody was appalled. They ran out of money. They couldn't treat me anymore. Sent me home to die. I walked the coast of California. I didn't die. So they just attacked me. They kettled me. Fucking United States Department of Energy. Because I know all this. So they're saying now it's being leaked out 10 years after the fact what Kevin Blash told you then. Bewilderment. These were full-blown out meltdowns. We were bewilderment that the United States military just backed out. We couldn't believe it. This is TEPCO today. This is out today. Day 3,700 and some on. Stay down, Luke. Cancer inmate number 1. This is the most historic PhD in human history that I've done. What have I got for it? I got robbed while I was fucking fighting for my life. I got attacked. This is high brass on the fucking USS Reagan's coat. Carlsbad, California. Dead. Dead. I've talked to so many. I get calls all the time. I used to. From family members, everything. Thank you for your work on your post. This, because I'm the only one reporting in this in reality. I stood in front of the USS Reagan. They brought it back into San Diego. I'm full critical condition. I told Philip Rivers and said, don't go on that ship. I told him, don't go on that ship. They had a Little League sleepover camp on it. So radioactive is unbelievable. They switched it out with the Washington. I did all that work. All that historic. What did I get for it? I had to turn to grassroots funding because I get no funding. Greenpeace, Sierra Club, fuck. I talked to the head of Greenpeace. Well, why aren't you all over this? Our investors don't like it. Helen Keldicott, supposedly, I'm there with Noam Chomsky. I'm sitting with Dr. Sharon Noam Chomsky. That's her. This could be the great... And don't say the word Fukushima. Arnie Gundershow attacked me. Chris Busby physically attacked me. These fucking greenwashing machine liars. There it is. Everything that I've said the whole time. Barack Obama backed them out. On the advice of John Holdren. John Holdren. Yeah, the eugenicist. Remember he had the bet on fucking inflation? Remember he had the bet on silver in all those years? He lost that bet. He's a fucking moron. That's the guy. Barack Obama listened to him. The Navy fucking admiral went psycho. And I can confirm all this. I'll get an interview next time I'm in San Diego with Rachel Godoy again. That independent work that she did that I put up on the 50th anniversary of the death of Bobby Kennedy at fucking Tourmaline Canyon. But Kathy Iwani, who helped work on us on the shutdown of San Onofre. They were there. They were loaded on the ships. Not only did they want all U.S. military personnel, all U.S. civilians evacuated. They knew. Sanjay Gupta, Ann Anderson, Vanderbilt Cooper are there. They're going crazy. Fukushima meltdowns. Fukushima, a guy named Jim Wolf. Oh, well, we don't know. No. They fly home after 6 days and they're briefed. I've talked to the guy that briefed him, one of the people, and told him to stand the fuck down and shut the fuck up. They said nuclear meltdowns for 6 days, 1,000 times. Sanjay Gupta, MD, is a practicing MD who fucking committed fucking malpractice, fucking attempted fraud, murder, belongs in a prison cell. On Sanjay Gupta, radiation's not bad, it's good, and they went into total cover-up mode. Never mentioned it since. This is just the greatest event in human... Multiple meltdowns. It took 60 minutes. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl, Kevin Blanche, who I know Lake Barrett personally. Well, a day after 3,000, on 60 minutes, they tag it as robots. Well, where are these cores? They're right there. See that? They're burrowed into the Pacific Ocean. Well, this is like going to the moon to freaking thing. Way bigger than that. This never happened before. Well, what's the... Lake Barrett. Mark, his maintenance guy, Kevin Blanch. Well, Kevin Blanch says these are full blown out meltdowns. This is just a total fucking lie to protect the nuclear industry. They push it into the fucking ocean and they're boiling the ocean. They're blanching the ocean. They're killing the fucking ocean. This is going to create the greatest catastrophe in human history. Well, Kevin Blanch is right. Well, that's not what you said on TV. We had to tell him something because Obama ordered them to. Then we get Abe becomes the prime minister of Japan. He's dying of cancer. The inspector general at the UN, who I'm in UN all the time. I'm in Vienna, arguing, fighting with. You go to Fukushima, Japan, it will kill you. I was there when he died of cancer. And then they say, no, it wasn't cancer. Yeah, Google it now. Dead of cancer. All these fucking propagandists. They used homeless by the fucking United States fucking military fucking back down. And then the nuclear industry fucking hired fucking the whole... They used homeless. They used people that the fucking Japanese mob fucking owed money. They used fucking political refugees. They used... And they killed hundreds of thousands of them. Fucking forced them to scrape up fucking labor, forced labor, fucking mass murder, just full. They fucking fake footage comes out of ABC, all these people on the fucking propaganda. This is unarguable. So this coat, some of these patches, just individual patches, go for fucking thousands of dollars. Just individual patches. This belongs in the Smithsonian. $35,000. This patch alone right here I've seen go as high as $5,000. I got to get an attorney. Everybody's quit me, and I've been robbed. I've been fucking abused. I can't do it anymore. I'm down to nothing. I mean, thank you to everybody who supported this grass. You think about the activism that I've done on $20,000 a year. You tell me anybody that can live on $20,000. You know how much traveling I've done? You know how much around the fucking world? You know, I'm sleeping on the fucking beach, the keynote speaker in these hearings, and I sleep on the fucking beach. When Micah Gary gets $5 million in whistleblower fee, when I'm the whistleblower, the fucking put it out and I get fucking my chest split open heart surgery. Michael Hawkins at Ogden Regional Medical Center. Go, you see, I ran the test. No. Didn't even clean me up. I'll go out of there with blood all over him. One of the nurses comes out there and she says, oh my God, it's Kevin. I can hear him arguing in the back. No, that's Kevin Blanch. I was one of his nurses in the LDSD state. He's fucking been fighting AML leukemia. No. I don't care. He's uninsured. Fuck him. Come to find out, he's a chiropractor with a 2-year degree from Western Montana and represented as a doctor at Ogden Regional Medical Center. Michael Hawkins sent me home to die. That's attempted murder. Fucking Mike Lee kicks me off Medicaid when he sent his idealistic stance in Obamacare, and he calls himself a Christian. While I'm in the bone marrow transplant center, I'm in there full time, my home, fucking dying. Scheduled they wouldn't fucking treat me anymore. He kicked me off Medicaid after I forked over $1 million. Be just all single males. My doctor couldn't believe it. He went, John Huntsman Sr. went crazy about it. We're going to run my son against him. And then the club. And they call themselves Christians. This is a giant story. It's out. Bewilderment. The United States military just backed out. Who backed him out? Barack Obama. Fucking. And then Abe becomes the prime minister. So Trump gets elected. I'm at the White House that night. I take the bus in the middle of the night. I get to New York right there. The first one into the Trump Towers was fucking Abe. The first one at Mar-a-Lago when they blacked out the windows. What do you think they're talking about? Their fucking golf game? They're talking about Fukushima. One of the liaisons, the transition team, on the cover-up of Fukushima with fucking Trump, came and talked to me at Tourmaline Canyon in San Diego. And he talked to me like this. I'm on the team, Kevin. You do know. I says, yeah, he's the first one in for a Japanese PM. The first place he goes, it was our group that tracked him to MIT Media Lab. Why would he go to MIT? That's where they're running the cover-up. Snowden was in Fukushima, Japan. The chip was run from the cover-up was run from the dome in the bunker in Hawaii. I know this for a fact, where Snowden fucking lived and worked. Aaron Swartz downloaded the fucking server, MIT Media Lab. I put as much of this out because in case they kill me, which they've almost killed me multiple fucking times. It's out there. You have to search for it. But now their answer is just kettle. So he told me, he says, you're right. It was all the Fukushima fucking cover-up to keep Trump fucking going on it. Which is very easy because all Trump wanted to talk about was his golf game and his Mimi and his brand. He says that we were dumbfounded how easy it was to convince Trump. I asked Donald Trump from here to there in Salt Lake. It was on Fox News. Hey, Trump, you going to talk about Fukushima? You going to talk about the meltdowns of Fukushima? We asked him in fucking New York fucking long before he ran for president. What about Fukushima? If you get in a car wreck, you don't stop driving. I yelled at him. You do if it kills you. This is just the great cover. Ask Kamala Harris, the vice president. She's sitting by me in those fucking hearings of Senate offer. I leaked out. I'm the one leaking her this stuff. Her mother, the epidemiologist at Livermore, California, bringing star power to Earth, the whole cover up. There it is. Why did the United States military back out? They quote, bewilderment. It's the greatest crime in human history. They had it. They were sending in 32 ships. I know this for a fact. They sent 32 ships in. They were evacuating all fucking... And then Barack Obama backed them off to protect the nuclear industry. Never was it about panic. Never. Fuck, what do you think the heat bubble in California? What do you think the dead tide pools at your feet? All this is short. This is the greatest PhD in human history. What the fuck do I get for it? I get robbed, abused, and fucking attacked. I feel like Jesus Christ fucking... I can get it now. I've been on the cross. I've been fighting. I'm in a 10-year program. 10-year program. On my own. Thank God Vincent Hansen will still see me, my doctor, because he kicked off Medicaid. The CEO of IHC fucking goes after me, sues me. I'm having no more shit. They're calling me fucking collection agents trying to sue me. Why I'm in their own ICU unit attacking me. Now Harrison has cancer. These fuckers, what they've done to me is unbelievable. They fucking misdiagnosed me. They put my fucking biopsy in the wrong dish. Thank God Vincent Hansen figured it out. He took a client chance. Thank God Fimbo Peterson took because they're anti-nukers. He says, no, we're not doing that. We're going to take a chance. We're going to fly blind that this is OS de Nouveau, just like Kevin Blanche thinks it is. Just like him. Thank God he was right. Saved my life. With no fucking... Brian Morris is the only other guy that has cancer like me in this fucking AMS de Nouveau with a marker of 44. It's an unsurvivable fucking death sentence. No bone marrow transplant. His came back in 9 years. I'm in the 9-year thing. I know that. I know what the pattern his treatment, my treatment after his. I'm friends with him. He had a bone marrow transplant after 9 years. It didn't work. He was dying. I was sitting with him inside. I thought for sure he was going to die. He's a beast. They used a stem cell replacement from his son, Winston. They juiced it with some new fucking gold. He was only like the third or fourth one in the fucking country that got it. It worked. I'm in the room next to Marshall Jensen when I'm fucking dying. The most famous leukemia case in the fucking world, Marshall Jensen. Look up his case. First one to get me and him together. Really close friends. I'm still friends with his daughter. Or excuse his wife and his little child. He died. Nancy Peterson, the famous triathlete in the room next, she died. You know, Dana. Run the Ogden Marathon. She had a new on her breast. Hennessy. Carla. Kevin and Carla, they called it. She died. They all died. It's been a very spiritual, fucking unbelievable fucking battle for 10 years. And they kettle me. They go attack me. I have no options left. I'm out of money. Thank you to the people that have... It's basically been one fucking person really support me. Just enough to fucking survive. Lewis. You know, and a few friends out there. They've kettled me. They've attacked me. All this historic fucking work while I'm in critical condition. I'm doing those tide pulls with a Feldorf valve. Chemo Wortmack valve. My teeth have been going on me now. I've had to fucking, you know, no money. I've had to have them pulled because I couldn't get them fixed because didn't have enough money. I've known all this the whole time. I've carried the weight of the fucking world on me. I've screamed it. Nobody listened to me. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're stumped, they're perplexed, they're bewildered. Everybody just goes along, let's play pretend. Nuclear, this should have been the end of the nuclear state. It should have been over. And that was Obama's exact words. John Holdren's exact words. This will be end of the nuclear energy crime syndicate. Or energy. It'll be over. Unless we back them out. Just what Kevin Blanche said. Here you go. I says, they will fucking boil you frogs and they'll tell you exactly what Kevin Blanche told you in the first hour on 60 Minutes and fucking media 10 years later. It's genocided the Pacific Ocean. It's blanched the Pacific Ocean. It's boiled it. The salmon have collapsed. My work on the salmon's a fucking Nobel Prize. My tide pool's a Nobel Prize. Fucking anything. What do I get? I get nothing. I get robbed by my own brother. My mom died and I didn't know this. She died, then it was exposed. My attorney, Rich Jones, has retired and he's headed on a Mormon mission to Japan. I mean, you can't make it up. You know, and I like that guy a lot, but I don't have money and these lawyers aren't going to do anything for free. I ran out of money. My uncle fucking borrowed me $7,000 who was in Japan. He was the liaison in Japan for the military for all those years. He knows. He's dying right now. He's an old man. I'm out of options. You know, I haven't even had a credit card in 10 years. I've never even applied for credit in 10 years, but I have straggling medical bills all over hanging out there. I had open heart surgery. I had fucking emergency gallbladder kicked off Medicaid. So I'm just devastated with medical fucking debt. I can't believe it. I'm heartbroken about all this, to be honest with you. You know, I made deals in that bone marrow transplant. I made me deals. The chance of me surviving, that's a 1% survival bracelet, or 0. Please, God, I'm right looking out over the Salt Lake Temple. Let me live. Let me watch my grandchildren grow. I want to see my grandkids grow. I want to watch my grandkids grow. Don't let me die. I promise I will freaking fight for everyone that these monsters are killed. I'll fight this every day the rest of my life. If you just give me a second chance and protect my family. My little step-granddaughter is in primary today. She's getting a blood transfusion today. She's 4.5. I've been hauling the kids to school every day. That's where I'll be heading right now. Or I'd be in San Diego right now because I'm doing my part because they're devastated. Her neutrophils are down to 0. Her platelet counts yesterday were 6.